KO Kickdoe. You listen to the Vanguard.
2019, you began dropping music. And what initially got you interested in rapping and creating this music?
I don't know. Since I was a kid, I always wanted to like do music, and I wrote for a long time. I've been writing since I was a kid, but I didn't really start like dropping music till like 2019, and then I don't know. I just always that was always a coping skill for me, like to deal with like real life. Like that was a way for like me to just space everything out and just get my anger out too. A lot of it was like getting my anger out, getting my emotions out, so I can deal with the shit that I got, the stuff that I got going on. But yeah.
Yeah. Did you have any like friends or family that brought you into the studio when you were younger?
Nah, not really. Nah, I never really even went to a studio until I was like 17.
Mm-hmm.
I always wrote. I wrote. Like, been writing since I was like 9. Like 7, 8, 9. And I just wrote until I was like a teenager, old enough to pay for studio time myself.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And what did this earliest work consist of? You know, what did you write about when you were 17, 18?
Still just like life situations, things I was going through, like things I seen probably I wasn't supposed to see at a young age. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yeah, and throughout your music career, you've had a very close relationship with media outlets as well, such as Live on Lake Street, and those associated with this brand as well. But what other media outlets within the Twin Cities do you feel serve these communities of rappers the most?
I feel like Trap Right. They show a lot of love to the city, both cities. Waterwave. I like Waterwave. I like what they be having going on. They be having their own little thing going on.
And what kind of
I
things
like Av Living TV too. Y'all tap into Av Living TV. You said what? What's that though?
No, what kind of things are these media outlets doing to serve in the community specifically? Other than
they helping upcoming artists. Seeing, trying to like Waterwave. I see them trying to they try to put a lot of like upcoming artists on like a decent lineup as far as like shows and stuff like that. So that's why I like them. They'll pick like an artist that don't really got no buzz, and they'll put them on a lineup with like, like 4 other big heads in the city. So it's like, I like those type of like outlets that try to like uplift the people that's on the bottom of the ladder,
Yeah. So it's really
yeah.
good that they provide that opportunity for those people
For
that
sure.
haven't really gained that attention. So that's really nice.
Yeah, for sure.
And in an interview with Jake Faircloth, you were praised for your ability to stand out in a variety of different mediums, whether it be through music videos or beat selection. So what aspects of your music do you feel make you stand out in comparison to other rappers within Minneapolis and St. Paul?
I feel like, me?
Yeah.
I feel like my ability to be versatile, like to jump between like styles of music, and my like what I talk about is like everything is like the truth from front to end of the song. There's nothing that I rap about that I haven't actually went through or done or felt. Like everything that I say is really from the heart, and it's driven by pure like experience.
Yeah.
So that's what made me different. A lot of people just, whether they're good at music or they're not, they're good at making music, they're good at doing it, a lot of people don't tell the truth. They don't speak their mind. They live fairy tale. It's a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Mine has always been pure, straightforward. Even if it get ugly, this is the harsh reality of what's going on.
Yeah, there's a way of bringing in an audience, being your most authentic self and talking about what's real and what's affecting you. And who produces these beats?
Nimic Revenue, some of them. I'm mad that I forgot his name. He's from Dickey Town as well, though. But yeah. And then sometimes I buy them off BeatStar, stuff like that. So yeah, it's a variety of different places that I get beats from.
Yeah, and then what's the selection process like? Do you try to pick beats from your favorite artists, or is there a specific sound that you're trying to go for?
I don't really know. It'd be like I gotta hear it. Like if I hear it and I feel like if I connect with it, then that's the beat. I gotta connect with it. Like I gotta connect with the sound. I gotta connect with the vibe of the beat.
Yeah.
But I could, like I said, like I feel like I'm versatile enough to where it's like I mess with a lot of different type of beats. Like, I don't stay in one specific area or like genre of hip hop. Like I move around a lot
Mhm.
for sure.
Were there any specific styles that you listen to the most, or that really make you want to do what you do?
Like more conscious music, conscious rap music, like Cole, Kendrick, Joyner Lucas, them that I guess like that lane. But I want to like make my own lane too, cause I'm from the streets, I'm from the trenches, so I want to take a little bit of that, take a little bit of the drill and like meet somewhere in the middle. Not even necessarily drill, but whatever you want to call that, and just meet somewhere in the middle, like I don't know, conscious street music. I would guess like I would feel like would be a good name for it. Like I don't know, I just want to be somewhere in the middle, cause I feel like I take from both angles. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah, and that makes sense. And it's really interesting to hear how much you want to meet those two styles in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been this dilemma of yours to create that specific kind of art that discusses these very heavy topics. However, you vocalize not wanting to leave behind this form of art to you, to your community, and even your children. So what sorts of topics have you been interested in exploring that stray away from these experiences, that conscious hip-hop?
Is there also something different? Like
Yeah.
something different I'd be interested in.
Yeah, like what about, like, what specific topics that fall within this sphere of conscious hip-hop do you want to talk more about?
I want to talk more about like I want to talk more about like black men being afraid for their life, as far as like police come and stuff like that. Like I want to raise that awareness, like raise awareness on like what like a black man has to deal with every day type thing. And because I feel like black men face like they back to the wall as soon as they walk out the house. You got to worry about other black men. You got to worry about police. You got to worry about everybody. So I just feel like that don't like it's always like everybody else. Like I don't want to throw myself on the bus, but everybody always worried about everybody else. Like, but nobody like it's just a black man just thrown out to the jungle. Don't have no feelings. Don't do this. Don't do that. You can't cry. You can just back against the wall. So I feel like I want to bring more awareness to that.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I think that's a really also important thing to mention, the daily struggle of being a person in that community and not feeling like you can be vulnerable from day to day. It is hard. As we've seen with rappers like Young Thug and Gunna, their art has been used against them, leading to them getting persecuted by the police. So has there ever been an experience in your life that you've been afraid to write about and put in your music?
No, I don't think so. I think I'm pretty vocal about like my life experiences and stuff like that. So sometimes I might say too much. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Again, it touches on that being authentic, getting to hear more about that, and it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And you've also mentioned in previous interviews that those that often commit crimes do not intend to live these lives. They're simply living with the circumstances that they are given at birth. So to end this off, what are some ways that you've assisted those within your community to pull them out of that life? Be it through your music or community service.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like as far as like my neighborhood goes, like even like kids that are around like like 15, 16, I try to just try to be around. Just try to be around. If you're a good person, just try to be around. Cause it's like just being around, the youth as a good person. You could teach. They watch you. So if you just be around, make sure if you're a good person, you're gonna make sure that they not gonna do nothing they not supposed to do, stuff like that. You just keep the kids in your community safe, type thing. So like, I know everybody got their own problems and stuff. So if I'm around, like I got a big family, so like my community is like my like little cousins and stuff like that. So I try to hold them tight, teach them the right way, teach them how to handle things, teach them how to, like move as far as like being, young and black in this country. So I feel like that's the way I help my community, by just starting with my family and hoping they spread it. Feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, simply being present can take you so far.
For sure. Just being there.
Mm-hmm.
Because humans are like, you are what you, whether you like it or not, wherever you at, wherever your environment is, I feel like you get some of those traits from whatever that environment is, whether it's, even if you isolate it, it's the environment, it's the energy you around, I feel like. And you soak that up, even if it's just a little bit. People could act like, just because you're around a bunch of toxic people, that mean you're not toxic. Eventually, you're going to be toxic. A little bit. You're gonna have some toxic traits for sure. So I feel like it's just, if you a good person you're around, maybe you could, change the way the youth moving, the way they coming. And I try to do that through my music too, for sure. Talking about my feelings, talking about my emotions, talking about what I'm going through mentally. So they can know, like, that don't make you less of a man.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in. It was such a good time to have you. And is there anything else you'd like to leave with the audience?
It's Kickdoe gang, man. You know what's going on, man.